of Bollywood this week. Friends, the first movie which we're going to review this week is none other than Thalapathy Vijay's movie Mersal. Yes friends, this is an exclusive review of the Tamil movie Mersal in English language. If you like this review, please like, share and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Well friends, Mersal is a Diwali dhamaka. It's a Diwali bonus. It's a treat for all Thalapathy fans. And when Nitya Menon, after the interval of the movie in Punjab, mouths the Hindi dialogues, "Ye mera pati nahi Thalapathy hai," and Thalapathy Vijay, playing the father role, makes a fantastic entry on the fields of Punjab, doing kushti in traditional Punjabi style. Those scenes which will evoke so much excitement among his fans that the fans will go ballistic and crazy. Going for a 7 a.m. morning show, I could hardly listen to the first 10 minutes of this dialogue, especially when Thalapathy Vijay makes a fantastic entry, one-hand push-ups in a chawl in Chennai, and Katappa Satyaraj comes to arrest him, and how when he's arrested, the people throng on the streets of Chennai, and how he does his trademark Namaste style. Those scenes are absolutely fantastic. The story comes to the flashback mode, and how the opening titles. Yes friends, the opening titles of this film are absolutely fantastic. I mean, the scenes, the magic tricks which Vijay has shown in this movie, especially the card tricks, how he cuts pineapple into two pieces, the small toy tiger going into the cage and becoming a big tiger, his especially dead box trick is absolutely fantastic. Story moves to a foreign location where Thalapathy Vijay is a doctor, and the first scene at the airport, how with Validi Velu he's insulted and he's told to strip at the airport by the officials, is absolutely fantastic. Such scenes are never shown in Indian cinema. The first time I've ever seen on screen a woman, a blonde woman is choking, and how Vijay goes and gives her artificial respiration by cutting her throat and putting a straw. Those scenes evoke so much excitement among fans, and when he tells "I am from Chennai, Tamil Nadu," the fans go crazy and everyone salutes him at the airport. He is the humanitarian of 2017. He's been awarded an award, and how when he goes on the stage and tells "I am going to speak in my mother tongue Tamil," that scene is an absolute delight to watch. The story comes to the interrogation table, and how Vijay tells that one day when an incident took place, that an auto rickshaw driver's daughter was jammed by a truck, and how she had skull fractures. She was half dead even before entering the hospital, and how the doctors in the hospital took a lakh rupee from the auto driver who sold all the gold ornaments of his wife. Those scenes evoke so much emotion, and the scene where the mother of the kid who's been suffering from an accident commits suicide, even the interrogation officer Satyaraj becomes teary-eyed. The story moves back to the foreign locations, and how Vijay and Kajal Agarwal come into foray. Kajal Agarwal is the assistant of a doctor who has an altercation with Vijay in the starting of the movie, and how the comedy and the romance and action scenes takes place is absolutely fantastic. The coffee shop fight with Vijay throwing cards at the villains is an absolute delight to watch. It's a must watch. Even the role played by a short boycott girl of Kajal Agarwal's friend is an absolute delight to watch on screen. The story moves forward, and how one day the day arrives when the magic show is going to take place. Thalapathy Vijay's magic tricks are absolutely a delight to watch on screen. How he tells a doctor to come and take part in my magic tricks is very nicely shown, and how he takes the sword and pokes him through his chest, telling, "Do you remember me? Vetri Maram." Then comes the flashback sequences, but he does not reveal everything on the stage and runs away to Chennai. The police are on a trace of Vijay, and how just before the interval, S.J. Surya makes an entry. S.J. Surya is the chairman of the hospitals which are behind the doctors in the whole scam, and how when he sees Vijay on the television screen, he comes to know that in 1979 something bad had happened which S.J. Surya had done. This face of this man resembles to the man who he had fought in 1979. That interval scene where Vijay reveals that it is a twin brother who is doing all these things, and one day when Vijay is bashed and trashed, almost going to be killed, and how Vijay, the duplicate Vijay, comes in and saves him. The interval point is absolutely fantastic. After interval, the movie moves to 1979, fields of Punjab, Nitya Menon coming in, the kushti scene, and how she gets delivered right in between the crowd. Those scenes are very nicely shot. But one day, unfortunately, during the holy function, before that, the Alapua song by A.R. Rahman is an absolute delight. The whole Tamil culture, the holy scenes, the whole background dancers, Vijay dancing in full glory, especially his lungi tying scene. But the scene where in a theater MGR's movie is playing behind, and Talapati makes an entry in the theater. That scene is a true delight to watch. Well, friends, that day, unfortunately on Holi, the whole tent is burned, and 10 to 15 children are burned that day. And how after that the women in the village keep their ornaments for sale and make an hospital, but the inauguration of the hospital is going to be done by none other than SJ Surya. What wicked plans do he has in his hand? What tragedy does Vijay's family go through? Where is the twin son coming in from? Did he survive what SJ Surya did? The dialogue of SJ Surya, that I don't want to do a normal delivery, it's a cesarean operation. The menace, the angst in his eyes, his performance is better, 10 times better than what he did with Mahesh Babu in Spider. All in all, Atlee has taken a story which is 50 years old, but the way he has presented it in today's time is absolutely not boring. A movie of 2 hours 50 minutes makes you sit tight on your seats, because Talapati's antics on screen is a true delight. His action sequences, the climax twist, all the dance sequences, every scene that Vijay is on screen, you cannot take your eyes away from him, especially the message in the end, friends, that is GST required on hospital charges, and why in such a big hospital due to lack of oxygen so many kids had died. All these emotional and political messages make you leave the theater teary-eyed. Coming to the censor of this movie, I think the censor board was very lenient to the movie. There are many graphic scenes, especially the delivery scene. The whole stomach is kept open and the delivery has been shown. The auto rickshaws daughter getting killed by a car smash, that scene was also very graphic. Vijay cutting the hand of a person completely into 2 pieces. Censor board has been lenient. I know it was a delay in this movie, hence the censor was done completely rushed manner, but all in all, leaving these glitches, Mersal is a perfect Diwali dhamaka. Coming to the performances in the movie, Samantha rules Prabhu. Chemistry with Vijay is the best in the movie. When the song Neend Aane comes, it is absolutely fantastic. Her comedy scenes with Vijay, mistaking him for not being a doctor and considering Valivedu as a doctor, those scenes are absolutely fantastic. Valivedu, after a very long time, has given a fantastic comedy performance. All his powers are utilized in this movie. His first scene where he's shown jogging beside a doctor is absolutely fantastic. Coming to Nitya Menon is a powerful force in this movie. Her performance is also applause worthy, but Kajal Agarwal's performance is somewhat in the middle to the average range. Coming to SJ Surya, SJ Surya has a role which will be etched in the minds of Tamil people for a very very long time. His dual personality, the first role he played in 1979, long ponytail, big the side locks, and how now in 2017 he's a suave chairman of a hospital, white beard, very classically shown in the movie. But Vijay, all these 3 characters, the magician, the doctor, and even the villager in Punjab, all these characters he plays absolutely fantastic. It's a treat for the Vijay fans. Coming to director Atlee, he's made this 3 hours look like an hour 15 minutes. The film does not bore you even for a minute. It keeps you gripped all along, and he's done a fantastic job. All in all, this Diwali, Mersal is a must watch. I give this film 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed this review, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. This is me, Amir Ansari, signing off. I'll see you in another episode. Till then, as I always say, stay cool, man.